Hello, my name is Lien Huong. I'm from Vietnam. In 2018, I am intern student under supervision of Professor Girley Gumanao. During this time, I conducted my bachelor thesis about the density, behavior, and clients of blue thread cleaner Wrasse, Labroides dimidiatus in Samal Island, Philippines. I am very honored to be here today presenting the study. Even though the study was conducted 4 years ago, I think this is a very interesting topic, learning about the cleaner Wrasses. The blue track cleaner wrasse is a very common coral reef species in the Indo-Pacific. They appear with brilliant colors and very easy to be distinguished in the environment. They are famous for their cleaning behavior and also I discovered, subjected to aquarium trading. In past study about this species, they found that Labroides dimidiatus associated with many other reef fishes with mutualism relationship. We have two main objectives in this study. First, we focus into the nature of the blue thread cleaner wrasse, compare the presence of the fish between protected and unprotected area. We also determine the permanent location of the cleaning station. We look into the species composition that associated with the cleaner wrasse, and specifically inside the Marine Reserve Park, we observe and describe the cleaning behavior between our subject and their associations. The study, of course, have limited due to the fact that the data was conducted in only one summer month and the behavior observation was confided in the Marine Reserve Park only. So moving on to the location, site, and description, we have the Marine Reserve Park, the protected sites, which are forbidden to have fishing activities. We also have giant clam going on. The coral covers is more than 50%, and they are very dense continuously. In unprotected sites, which are in Tambang, 2 kilometers south side of the Marine Reserve Park, we have here we have normal fishing activities, and also the coral cover is up to 47%, but they are more patchy. To identify Labroides dimidiatus, we base on their morphological feature, like their appearance, smooth, compressed, elongate body. We also based on their very brilliant blue color with the black band. Normally, they grow into about 10 centimeters with the adult. For behavior observation, we use 4 definitions in concern of the habitat and the relationship of Labroides dimidiatus with other species. We can come back to this when we have the results so that we can easy understanding. For behavior description, we look into Labroides dimidiatus, how they operate the cleaning station, the behavior toward other individual, and the behavior toward other clients. For the clients, we have to look into the common and special behavior. For the density and size between protected and unprotected area, we see that for density, there is no significant difference. But for the size, we can see that in protected area, the size is slightly significant larger than in unprotected area. We hypothesize that the size of the cleaner might depend on the topology of the habitat and other disturbances. Suggested that the sites are correlated with, for example, water depth or exposure of the cleaner with their clients, such as client visit frequency, or maybe even associate with the average size of the client. But we haven't looked into that yet. We have the species composition. We find that Labroides dimidiatus, they associate with about 39 species that belong to 11 family. Here are some pictures of the common species. And in 39 species, we found that 14 of them are common, which we can find associated in both unprotected and protected site. For In the Marine Reserve Park, we can find 19 species that only appear to be associated. And in Tambang unprotected sites, we find 6 species that are not appeared in the marine park. So the number of client species identified in this study accounted close to 50% of what has been found in the past study. Along with it, we find 4 species that are very rarely associated with our cleaner. For example, filefish, lizardfish, and also swordfish, the Tylosaurus crocodilus. Within the protected area, we located 3 cleaning stations, meaning 3 pairs of cleaners. One of 3 stations was special because the area was exposed during low tide. This station, if you can see in the map, is station 1. It had a blue alternative fruit when the red part was exposed in low tide. The activities of the cleaner are very confined into their own cleaning station. Very rarely that we can find them wander off their territory. And at the same time, we found that they are very punctual worker. Actually, they don't allow overtime. So they work from 6 in the morning and until 6 in the afternoon when the sun went down. Most of the clients they approached were herbivore, but we also find them approaching piscivorous species. They perform this jerky movement, almost like dancing, to present themselves as not a threat to the more aggressive species. So in most stations that we found, we see that the cleaner working in pair, but sometimes we do see that they are a pair of adults and 1 juvenile. So they are either working in pairs or in 3 of them. Primarily, the client will be clean from the dorsals upwards to pectoral fin and then to the mouth and the caudal fin. Here we can see that we classify the client into 2 classes, the permanent client who are only visit 1 cleaning station, and the transient client, which are accounted for 8 species, approaching the cleaner by entering more than 1 cleaning station. So for common behavior, we have the client approaching the cleaner rush, waiting for their turn and stop posing during the cleaning session. But there are more special behavior. For example, with the swordfish, they moving while being cleaned. Some other fish like Pumacentrid mulucensis, they have tactile stimulation. They come from being massaged basically. And some of them are more aggressive or refuse to be clean. And one other very special case, we have Aspidontis dimidiatus. They are a mimicry, or the blennies. They mimic the Labroides dimidiatus. Here is the picture. If you can see, is very different, even though they have the same bright blue colors. The blennies have performed the same cleaning action, but instead remove the mucus and the parasite, they actually eat the flesh of the fish. In conclusion, the status of Labroides dimidiatus at the moment are still least concerned. The cleaning habitat of Labroides dimidiatus varies due to differences in the topography, and also our cleaner rush have a very complexible relationship with other species. There is a large number of species encountered inside the cleaning station as permanent or transient clients, such as a very important role of the cleaner rush inside the reef community. And I think if this topic can go further, if we can look into different biodiversity indices and see if the amount of client encounter, the biodiversity indices of the client are different between protected and unprotected sites. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you will enjoy the rest of the festival. Thank you very much.